what's up? This is Walter Emmanuel Jones from the original cast of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Hi, I'm Catherine Sutherland, Pink Ranger.
Hi, I'm Nakia Baris from Power Rangers.
Hi, this is Karen Ashley. I'm Aisha, the Yellow Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
What's up, y'all? Steve Cardenas, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Red Ranger.
Hi, I'm Robert Axelrod of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I did the voice of Lloyd Zed.
Hi, I'm Empress Rita.
And you're watching the Fans POV Anime Expo.
And you're watching the Fans POV Anime Expo.
And you're watching the Fans POV Anime Expo.
And you're watching Fans POV Anime Expo.
And you're watching the Fans POV Anime Expo.
And you are watching the Fans POV Anime Expo.
And you are watching the Fans POV Anime Expo.
This is a toilet, correct?
Yes,
You
yes.
are dressed as a toilet.
Yes,
Do you think this man is Canadian?
Everyone is Canadian. How exactly do you balance out watching anime and not being a complete badass?
What are you doing later tonight?
I'm probably gonna go to a bar.
Oh, really? Over 3,000 miles traveled and a 6-hour flight later, the Fans POV has traveled the furthest that it's ever had before. Los Angeles, California. The city has welcomed us with open arms along with over 40,000 anime fans to the Los Angeles Convention Center for Anime Expo 2009. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Ernie Leug and welcome to the Fans POV Anime Expo 2009. As you can see right behind me, or this, yeah, it doesn't matter. The Los Angeles Convention Center is dwindling down. Still a little bit packed though. The dealer's room has just closed here, so everybody's starting to make their way home. Starting to basically go home from a long 4 days. Yes, 4 days. This is the only 4-day anime and manga convention in the country, basically. It's also the biggest, that's why it's 4 days. So anywho, this is the show right here. Now, first impressions when I came here to AX is that it's big. I'm not gonna lie, it is a really big convention. It takes up 2 halls of the LA Convention Center, the South Hall, which is where we are in now, and the West Hall is where we did our preview and our Day 2 update. It's definitely, in that case, I think it's definitely bigger than Otakon, that's for sure. Last year, 43,000 attended here, and I think 26 was last year. I think they even said by Day 3 they already reached 40, so that's what I've heard. And Otakon's just been, yeah, you know the deal right there. So yeah, the atmosphere, because with the more people that are here, the atmosphere is definitely electric. It's more exciting, it's more energetic. People are excited to be here at AX. It's the biggest one in the country, and people from all over the world, not just country, all over the world have come here, have flocked to see what this convention has to offer. And there's a guy with a megaphone right now. So, but yeah, there's a lot of people here, and the registration line is a huge thing because it was mighty long. And so far, every day during the convention itself, we have been lucky to have absolutely gorgeous weather, blue skies all over the place. I can see it all right here, right now, and it's just been an absolutely gorgeous weekend, a gorgeous 4th of July, and a great way to spend it here on the West Coast. Now, we're going back to, but also with the gorgeous weather, it comes that it gets really hot here. And that's one thing that I had a problem with in terms of a registration line, is that I didn't have to stand in it myself, so I really don't know, but I feel bad for the people who had to stand outside in the registration line. Yes, the registration line had to be outside. It was an open, there was no tent covering them. I think maybe at least provide some sort of shade for them, but you know, what can they do? But it's the registration line was pretty damn long. I think on Wednesday when I showed up, it's a Disney, in this case land, a Disneyland line, and it basically went, there's a flat, there's like a platform, and then stairs going down to the street. And basically the line went down to the street, wrapped around the building, and that was Wednesday for you. So, and even then, people, they had registration open, I think, from 3 to 8, and I think at 8 p.m. they cut off the line. So those people ended up waiting there. I remember going on Thursday morning asking what time did people pick up their badge. They picked it up at, they were waiting there ever since 10 p.m. Wednesday night or 5 a.m. So they've been waiting for a long time to pick up their badge, to be one of the first people to get into AX right here. So, but even though the line was massively long, it was quick. That was the one big thing that I really liked about the convention, is that the registration line did go by somewhat quickly, faster than some other conventions. I'm not going to name any names here. And basically, what it was is that I saw inside the registration room at least 15 manned booths with people in there to get your information for the for your badge. And then on top of that, they had at least an additional 15 computer sign-ins, you could say, like computers to help you sign in. It was sort of similar how they have the Quick Pass at Anime Boston, where you just you have your barcode and you just sign it in there, and that's your registration right there, and you can pick up your badge there from the man booths there. So, but yeah, the registration line, went by quickly. I think they did separate to on day and pre. I did not get the chance to see that, so we'll definitely check that out. If you wanted to be here and spend the whole 4 days here, it's $70. Yes, it was $70 for the 4 days, if I got that correctly. If I got it wrong, I'm sorry. So you'll see in the bottom how much it really costs. But so yeah, that's and then all the other days that you can get: a 4-day, a 3-day, a 2-day, and a 1-day. So it also depends on the day that you wanted to come to the convention yourself. So, but yeah, that's basically the deal right there with that. And that was it for the registration line. That went by pretty fast. All right, so next up on the next thing was that obviously this convention center is huge. We are right next door to, just to let you know, we are right next door to the Staples Center. Michael Jackson's gonna have his funeral service there, just to let you know. So it's a pretty big place. And the one thing that I really had, one thing that you always have to know when you go to a convention: never buy food from the con itself, because they will charge you an arm and a leg. 2 slices of pepperoni and a large Coke. 3 things. $12.35. Yeah. I just wanted to see how much it cost the first day I was here. That's how much it cost, and now I am broke. Because I know there's a McDonald's down the street. If you go down, we're on the corner of Pico Boulevard and Figueroa Street. So if you go down Pico Boulevard, you just head down there about I think it's Central Street, I'm not sure. Around there, there's a McDonald's and a Burger King drive-through. There's also a Denny's down the road here at Figueroa. There's also an IHOP and a Subway, according to the people that I met last night. So that's what they said there. So, but if you don't want to drive out there, obviously, because you got to leave your car in a parking lot. There are, I think, 7. I know there's a lot of parking lots nearby, and I think some of them they charge 10. The convention center charged 12, if I remember correctly. I got a parking lot across the street from the South Hall that cost me 15 on Friday and Saturday, and 10 on Wednesday and Thursday, and today, Sunday. So yeah, Sunday. And yeah, that's basically that was one thing, is like, at least when you're here, you have a parking lot to go to. Unlike some other conventions where the parking lot's like literally 5 blocks down the road, and you have to walk down there just to get to your car. This is convenient. At least the parking lots are across the street or within the convention center, and you'll be able to park your car there. So that was a pretty sweet thing. Another thing I also have to kind of, I guess, gripe about is the hotel situation. Now, the closest hotel on Figueroa Street is the Holiday Inn, and that's I think 3 blocks down. I think 3 blocks this way. So if you don't know, it's 3 blocks down the road from Figueroa Street, and basically that was the closest hotel that you can stay at. If you wanted to stay at other places, you had to go down the road. Now, Anime Expo did think about this, and they have a bus shuttle that goes to the different hotels. Yes, a bus shuttle that goes back and forth from the different hotels to the convention center. And they weren't regular buses. They weren't the buses like they were at Icon. They were school buses. So they were definitely trying there. You know, I give AX props for that because they did get it organized, and they had plenty of buses to go around. Well, it's bad. They had plenty of buses to go around and pick people up and drop them off. They were running constantly, so you can check that out there. And then also, another thing is that if you want, the actual convention center closes at midnight, but the con is running 24 hours a day. So if this closes at midnight, where does the rest of the convention go? It goes to the Western, which is down the road, down Figueroa at 4th Street. We're on Piccolo Boulevard. The next numbered street is 12th Street. Then you have the streets, and then there's another avenue, and then you go to 4th Street. So it's quite, if you walk down there, it's quite a walk. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite a long walk, and you had 24-hour anime there, you had karaoke there, you had the dance there. So I didn't get a chance to go see that, but I'm sure those guys who did had a great time, all right? Let me know how it was. All right, so that is it for the convention center. Yeah, on to my next page of notes. That's it for the convention center. Oh yeah, also the two halls, they were connected by an indoor tunneling type of thing where you can go from either the 3rd floor, you can walk around, or we're actually on the 3rd floor. There were panels. And there was like a different theater. There was like different theaters that you can go watch videos in, karaoke. So while you're making your way to the South Hall, you can go stop by, see some anime, maybe sing a song or two, and see what's just going on. So they were connected. That was a cool thing also. So that is that. And also, it's very hot in here. So unless they didn't pump up the, then again, I'm standing directly underneath the sun. Unless they didn't pump up the AC, or it's just up to its full capacity, plan on bringing plenty of water when you come to AX010. So make sure you check. Make sure you do that. You know, when you come here, always have some water ready. Always have some sort of drink, because you will get dehydrated. Like I said, with the weather being beautiful, it does also have its consequences. So I'm sorry. Moving on from that is panels now. Some of the biggest names in the industry of anime, American, I guess, distribution anime, is we're here on hand to give first announcement, to basically tell them what is going on with the company. I know I bobbled that. You know, let's try it out right now. Ready? It's a whole new take. Ready? Woo! Now, next up is panels. Now, some of the biggest names in the anime distribution American community. Yeah, I butchered that one too. We're here to basically to announce what new series they have acquired, announce some new shows that they have, and basically world premiere some movies. The first industry panel that I went to was Bandai, and Bandai had a lot of announcements, and you could see all those announcements during the Blogger. I think on Blogger or on our MySpace, I think my personal favorite one, because it actually kind of looks funny, is the Lucky Star OVA. I'm not gonna lie, that one, and also Eureka 7 the movie. I do want to see that when it comes out on theaters. It looks pretty good. So do that. The next up was Aniplex. I had some troubles with my car, so I could not see the whole thing. However, I did see the trailers for the last 2 movies that they had, the last 2 anime that they had. I'm not sure if they were movies or series. Let me just find that real fast. Going through all my notes here. 33 update, day 2 update, 1 update. Yeah, this is not good. Alright, oh no, it's on this page. Well, that's why. Let's see, Eureka 7. I know there were some good ones here that I wanted to. Oh, with Aniplex. Oh, let's see. The Garden of Sinners was one of them, and Cenco-Roll. C-E-N-C-O roll. That's pretty much how it is. I think I butchered the saying about that, but who cares? So anywho, but yeah, I get to. So basically, Aniplex didn't really announce anything new, because the Garden of Sinners was already premiered in Anime Boston, and Cenco-Roll was basically it's coming out later this year, and I think some people have. I remember someone telling me about it. So yeah, that to me, I think Aniplex didn't really announce anything too big, unless they're planning it all for they're planning it all for Otakon in 2 weeks. The next industry panel we went to was Viz Media. Now, Viz Media is mostly not into anime; it's mostly manga, with Shonen Jump and with Shonen Jump. I think I got that right. Sojo B, which is a lot of their. Well, they did announce a couple of animes. I'm not gonna lie about that. I think. I think the big news was obviously coming out of Viz is that the speed up of the One Piece manga set, which I think is going to make the fans very, very happy on. And so basically, yeah, I think it's like 30 volumes in 6 months. That's just craziness right there. How could you? It's like, is it even possible to read all those volumes at the same time? Read 5 volumes in the span of a month. I'm sure some people have done it. It's just I haven't. I don't know. But that's definitely one of the big news. And then also the Nana DVD set, September 8th, and Honey and Clover coming out September 22nd. That was a big thing right there. I'm trying to think of anything from Viz Media. Oh, there's an Otakon Tea Party. That was a contest with Kanon Washima. Yeah, whatever. Whatever her name is. It's a musical guest appearing at Otakon. It's Konan Washima. I think I got that right. It's a contest that basically you can have a tea party with her. It's basically available for everybody ages 16 and up. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's see. Detroit Metal City. I would like to read that manga. Actually, that's a manga I would like to read. Why? Because it's based off of a really popular Kiss song. It's actually Detroit Rock City, but you know, Detroit Metal City's the manga, Detroit Rock City's the song. Never mind. Yeah, I lost you there. So the next thing, so that was basically it for I think day 2 or day 1. Yeah, it was day 2, where Bandai and or day 2. I'm sorry, day 2 had their had the industry panels. Now day 3 had one industry panel, and that was Funimation, one that I went to. I think Yaoi Press was also yesterday, but I didn't go to that one. So Funimation had quite a few announcements. I don't think some of them. I think the big one was obviously Dragon Ball Season 1, episodes 1 through 31. They got a lot of praise for it. The audience was really excited when they found out that Funimation was able to acquire the rights to it. Another one is that they had obviously if you're listening to the update on day 3, Sengoku Basara was just acquired by Funimation. They really have they have no plans for it because they just got it, so there's no really big deal for that. See Sergeant Frog Season 1 Part 1, we will be, maybe John will watch it at Otakon. Maybe, we'll see about that. Obviously Evangelion 1.0. 1.01, the DVD's coming out in the fall, and then 1.11, which is on DVD and Blu-ray, will be coming out this coming spring. No plans on 2 yet. We'll find out. So I'm trying to think of other things. Oh, and also, I want to explain during the Funimation panel. Funimation had a poll. A question was asked. Funimation ran a poll on on Anime News Network's website, and they wanted to know if what series would they try to acquire to redub? And they were naming off a bunch of series. I know that John and I know that a couple of other, Maureen, Chrissy, you know, all the usual OOTP freaks. And basically what happened is that, or the OOTP crew, I'm sorry if I called you freaks, if I offended you people. Oh my god. So, if I check, basically they had a whole bunch of series on there, and one, I don't know how it got on there, they don't know how it got on there, but one of the answers was Sailor Moon, and right away within an hour it had jumped like 30,000 people wanted to see Funimation redub that series, and a question was asked about that during the panel, and Adam Sheehan, who's the senior events manager for Funimation, said that he wasn't, they want to do it, but they just have to go through all the process. They're still in the woodworks about it, so I don't think, I'm not sure what Funimation's plans are with it. I don't even know if they have plans to go for Sailor Moon, but you never know. So we'll see about that. Hopefully it will come out. Hopefully Otakon, something will happen there. Now, also during the Otakon panel, the Funimation panel, the Slayers Revolution voice actor cast was announced. And obviously, if you want to see the list for that, go onto our blog or in our MySpace, and it is there. And then finally, Crunchyroll had their big industry panel, and I don't think there was pretty much really I don't think there was anything really announced during that panel. It was just basically they talked about their prescription service, how if you're part of the subscription service, you get to see it in 720p HD. You get to see it either from a half hour to an hour after the Japanese air, and then also what's great about it, no ads that are in there. So that's what with the premium free service. However, what I think is that they said that 1 week after the episode comes out, unless you're really hardcore and you want the episode right away, 1 week after it comes out, it's free online on Crunchyroll. So I think that the prescription service, you never know. We'll see. And so they talked about that. They talked about all the different shows that they are that they're simulcasting. Some new shows that they acquired. Excuse me. And basically, like, that was pretty much it. If you want, once again, if you want to see the full list, make sure you check out our blog or in our MySpace. It is there. So yeah, that's basically it for the industry panels. That's always a big one when you come here to anime conventions, is that you want to know what's happening with the anime industry. Of course, you know, you want to see what's going on with Bandai, what's going on with all of those, but not only you want to know what's also going on with the industry, but you also know what the fans are what the fans have to offer in the anime community. And that's why we went to fan panels. That was a horrible segue, I know. And so I went to 4. All right, 4 panels. Which is a first for me, and actually I went to 9 total, so that's a big thing. Let's see, I went to the Gundam 30th anniversary panel, which was very interesting, and they talked about Gundam 00 and all its greatness, and they had a video that showed the intro. And you know what? Let's show it to you. We're going to show you the video that they showed to begin the Gundam 30th anniversary panel, so check it out, along with all tooting and hollering.
Indescribable atrocities that had been committed in the name of independence. 8 months had passed since the rebellion began. They were at a stalemate. special 2-rank promotion. He was made a lieutenant commander and became known far and wide as the Red Comet, a tribute to his blazing fighting style.
強固な守り手が立ち伏せのように専門家の方への期待は高い。頑張ってもらいたいものだな、足つきに。
This is good.
Also, didn't you have that game? I played it at your house.
Alright, so that was the opening to the Gundam 00 panel right there. Now, next up was the Indecent Otaku Comedy Hour. This one I was looking forward to. However, it was only 30 minutes due to the fact that they had some technical difficulties and they couldn't really get. They didn't really start until about 9:20. So so they had to end their panel early. But we got a chance to ask each of the panelists what they had in store for more. They had in store during the panel itself. So check it out.
Oh, we had so much more. You know, really, unfortunately, just some seating issues and some technical issues. I mean, we had the same thing last year to a certain extent. We thought we were a little more prepared this time because we actually got here early and got some extra time to set up since we're so early. But yeah, we got cut down to about half of what we were gonna do.
I had a little news story put together, you know, that's supposed to be funny. I wrote it out, a little comedy piece. And then, you know, we had like the favorite flames, where we take things that people have said bad about like my website or our websites, you know, and kind of say them off, make fun of them, you know.
Well, flames are basically really hard negative comments that, you know, often involve swearing and various other really, you know, hard, you know, criticisms of your websites that are usually unjustified. Usually it involves personal attacks or something along those lines.
What else did we have? We had more news segments. We were going to do a weather report for the taku who never leaves their house. What else did we have that we missed?
We had some extra news items.
Yeah, more news items. Favorite flames.
You know, perhaps we can upload those online as some extra materials for those of you guys that visit our websites.
Yes.
howwegofigures.com, animediet.net,
anime-gen.com.
Yes.
Make sure you go check this out on Anime Diet. It is DMAD. I was actually reading it during the masquerade last night when I was bored. And I think one of the coolest things is the cutout dolls. Let's see, what else is there? Also the Wally thing, the Wally comic. That has references to Neon Genesis Evangelion. And then what else is there? Then there's obviously Kunata. That's all you, John, right there. So make sure you go check that out. DMAD from the makers of Anime Diet. So that's basically. So those guys right there, they had a lot more planned during the panel, but however, due to technical difficulties, they cannot. So hopefully, it will be up. You heard it from the book. You heard it from them yourselves. You're from them yourselves. I think I got that right. I doubt I did, but you heard it from them. It will be posted up on their blogs and on their website. So check that out. And then before I get to the panel that I was really excited to go see, I want to check out this other one, getting into anime journalism. Basically, they talked about how to get into the industry itself, how to basically do the writing of that. Okay. So basically, writing stories, how to get into the world of it, and to write blogs and to do video and all that stuff. And there were two people from the editorial team at Anime News Network there, and also the blogger Gia from AnimeVice.com, based out of Portland. So make sure you check those guys out too. There's a lot of people that you really got to check out. There are really some awesome things that they are doing. So yeah, so that was actually a really pretty interesting panel. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So so that's just getting into anime journalism. And then finally, the one I was really excited about, the Power Rangers panel. Now this one was a basic it was a basic Q&A. They basically brought out all the Rangers from the past, all of them, and basically they said, they answer fan questions, they did voices and all that stuff. And actually, you know what? One of the questions was asked to do their morphing lines, and I think it was Zach, Catherine, Rocky, and Aisha. They all did their things, and Zach actually he came in late because he was filming, but he had a power morpher from the Green Ranger, and he actually did the morphing line. So here, check out the video right now.
Are you guys going to do the morphing lines? Please say yes.
All right. So basically, the Power Rangers right there, they did their morphin lines, and that was definitely one great moment right there. Now we had the chance to interview them. Now we asked we wanted to know that basically ready, 3, 2, 1. So that was the Power Rangers panel right there, and they did their morphin lines. That was an absolutely great moment. It sent shivers down my spine, and basically it made me feel like I was 10 again. But you know what? It was also exciting for me because I got a chance to interview them, and I was able to ask them questions like from all over the place, and we just wanted to know like how do they feel about being an iconic character to kids and to fans all over the world. And here's what they had to say.
I'm so glad that I started doing this. When I left the show, I kind of just got totally away from it, but it's so awesome that there are thousands of people that are still our fans, and I can't even believe it. And it's like for the first time, I really get to meet people one-on-one, and they tell you how you affected their life. I mean, it's just amazing.
I think it's a blessing, you know. When I first left the show, I thought it was kind of a curse, you know, because I thought the show was kind of cheesy, you know, and being on it was, you know, was fun at times, but sometimes it was a lot of work, and so at the end I was just done with it and ready to be done with it, and so for a long time it was sort of a curse. But then after I did the Power Morphicon a couple of years ago and saw all the fans and knew there were so many people out there that liked it so much still, I was kind of blown away and kind of touched actually. So now I come to as many cons as I can, and so that I can meet the fans, and you know, if I can bring a little joy to people that way, that's what I do.
I've always looked back at my Power Ranger experience as a very positive experience. It was it's great. I mean, I figure if I did anything to encourage any kids in a positive way, then it was a wonderful thing.
All right, so that's what they had to, you know, it's a blessing to be working on with Power Rangers, and I've always wanted to be one. I'm not gonna lie. I had the Dragon Sword, and I had the Dragon Dagger and all that great stuff. So, and I was supposed to be one, I think, for when I did my old job as a DJ, but something fell through the cracks, and that's another story for another day. So yeah, but that was basically that was exciting when I got a chance to actually meet them, and I actually had an interview them, and they actually did the opening to our show here at AX. So thank you very much for doing that. Thank you, especially to Barbara, who's the voice of Rita Repulsa. When she did that, that was great right there. So if you want to check out the full Power Rangers panel, or what I was able to tape of it, make sure you check on our MySpace, myspace.com/OutOfTimeProductions for the full video in widescreen, nonetheless. So make sure you check that out. And then also we have a report to base on the Power Rangers themselves on the Power Rangers panel on the Road to Otakon, the after show, Anime Expo 2009. It's a little reworking of the fans POV, the after show, except this time we're going to be giving you some videos, like some full videos from AX, and basically you can check that. You can check on that up until Otakon 2009 will be coming to you from Baltimore. So I'll explain that at the end. Make sure you check that out. So my biggest gripe with the panels is obviously one of the things you can't control was obviously time management issues. If they opened up the panels earlier, I think if panelists got here, we'll say 8, along with everybody else, I think, and they had to report to their room by 8 o'clock if you're the first panel of the day, and you got everything going, get the ball rolling, you could definitely make up some time issues there. So I think that's obviously the big issue. You're not going to help that. There's some things you just can't control. You can never. It's really hard to have a convention of this magnitude, this size, start anything on time. So it's tough. So I give them praise for that. So here you go. So that is it. Next up is obviously what just closed right behind me. It's the dealer's room, or the exhibit hall as they call it here. Now the exhibit hall had 3 or 4 different components to it. It's obviously one bigger than Otakon's. I'm not gonna lie there. But however, this with Otakon, the art show and the artist gallery are 2 separate. The art show and the art gallery and the artist alley and the dealer's room are 2 separate rooms. Here at AX, it's all one room. So It's definitely huge. I don't know. The best way I could compare it to is New York Comic Con. That's the only way. That's the only place I could really compare the size and the magnitude to how big this dealer's room was here at AX. And the thing is, like, it's so huge. It takes up 3 main halls here at the Los Angeles Convention Center. There is 4 halls actually right behind me. Here at the South Hall, there's I think H, I, J, and K, or I think it's G, H, I, J, or something like that. There's 4 halls here, and basically it took up 3 of the halls. And LA, this is not a small place. This is huge. So you can definitely tell that they had a lot of dealers here. And my biggest disappointment, I did not see the Swordsman here. So we had to ask him at Otakon, why wasn't he here? He was at ASEN, but why wasn't he here? So we'll definitely check that out. Also at the exhibit hall, the major companies within the nerd community, you could say, had some of the biggest exhibits in on the show floor, and they got to show it all. So you know that Touch Marker, they had Kel Mitchell here. Funimation, they had a school board, they had a school classroom. Imagine Studios had Astro Boy. Tommy Studios had T-O-M-Y, I think Tomy, or Tomy will say that, had a couple of games that were coming out. And they had some, and I know that Atlas Games had also a couple of games that are coming out soon. So make sure you check that out. We'll have a full report on the dealer's room coming to you this coming Saturday during the Road to Otakon, the after show. So make sure you check that out. And no, I did not buy anything in the dealer's room. Sorry. So, anywho, LA's burning my money like fire. So we'll leave it at that. All right. So next up on my notes here, main events. Obviously, that's one of the highlights of the convention. That's why people come to these conventions, is for some of these main events. Obviously, Moi de Moi had a concert here on, I want to say Thursday afternoon. Thursday afternoon they had a concert here. So did Morning Musume had a concert here on Saturday. However, with Morning Musume, we were not allowed cameras there. Still photography was limited, so we could not take any video of it. Although I don't know if I wanted to, but only because it was happening during some panels that I wanted to go to. So yeah, I couldn't go to the Morning Musume one, or else you guys wouldn't know what's going on here. Let's see, but the things I did attend were the opening and closing ceremonies. And that was very interesting. They brought all the guests of honors out, and they had one big, huge party. And yeah, it was a good time with that. I'm not gonna lie. So other events were going on in the main events room. I'll talk about the room later. But other things that were going on were the Battle of the Bands, and the winner of that was Broken Lane. And here you go. Here's a small clip of their performance during the show. Correct. 3, 2, 1. All right, so that was Broken Lane right there for Battle of the Bands. They won a guitar and an audio mixer there that could mix live audio into 24 channels, and I'm completely jealous, and I want that. So we're just gonna leave it there with that. And then also AX Idol 2009 was on hand and in full motion, sponsored by Bang Zoom Entertainment. And here you go. Here are the winners and their performance. So if you want to see what happened during the Battle of the Bands and AX Idol 2009, make sure you tune into the Road to Otakon, the after show. We will have a separate show dedicated to both Battle of the Bands and AX Idol. Actually, it's one show. And you'll be able to find that. You'll see the schedule on the bottom of the screen during the closing credits, so make sure you check that out. Other things that were going on was the Masquerade. Obviously, one of the biggest highlights of any anime convention or any convention in general. So, or any like sci-fi, you know the deal. So, so any sort of costume dress convention, I guess that's a good way to put it. But yeah. So if you want to know what happened during the Masquerade, here you go. Check it out. So during the Masquerade, there were about 54 skits that were supposed to perform. However, only I think at least 45 actually did perform. And out of those 45, the winner of Best in Show was Midnight Tea Party. Congratulations to them. But also there were other things that happened during the Masquerade themselves. And one of the big things is that I wanted to see this one skit featuring characters or cosplays from Macross. And what happened is that they did their skit and the audio cut off. So they rewound and they went back to the beginning and they did it again, and at that same point the audio got cut off. And I'm sure most of the audience was wondering what exactly did happen. So we were able to get a chance to interview the I guess the head person of the cosplay group that did it, and this is what she had to say.
The skit actually was supposed to be basically Cheryl and Ronka are. Should I look at you or the camera? I guess I'll look at the camera. Cheryl and Ronka were supposed to be doing a concert at AX, and AX couldn't provide the tech that Cheryl and Ronka, or mostly Cheryl, had in mind. And so, in response, Cheryl goes off on a tech guy. In the middle of a performance, full Christian Bale style. So that would have been the skit.
Will we see that in the future convention, or maybe like Otakon?
I don't know. The problem is that our group is all over the U.S. I'm from Alabama. We have a girl from Texas, one from Georgia, 2 guys from California. Actually, another guy from Georgia is married to the girl from Georgia. And so we can't, it's really hard to get us all together at a con, but we are going to, right now, probably make a performance and put it on the internet.
Okay, so people will be able to see this?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now, where are you going to put it? Are you just going to put it on
We're going to try to, if Henry will allow it, Henry and Wayne, we will put it on acparadise.com.
Okay, now we're going to talk about what exactly did happen during the skit.
Well, basically to summarize, the Christian Bale-inspired rant had a lot of Christian Bale-inspired cursing, and so, however, I mixed the skits, and when I turned it in, I said, there's no bleeps. Can you do the bleeps for me? And they said, sure thing, no problem, we'll do the bleeps for you. Well, somewhere along the line, the bleeps happened, but didn't happen on the finished mixed CD. And so the skit that they had from us had the F-bomb in it way too many times. And so that's what happened. They couldn't play a skit with that much cursing in it.
All right, so you know what? Things happen, technical difficulties do happen, but however, as a follow-up, AX did apologize to them for the technical difficulties, and also in terms of the skit themselves, they will be posting it up on, I think, AC Paradise, from what they tell me. Hopefully I'll get to see it on YouTube, because I really want to see that skit. So if you want to, so yeah. But basically that's it. But also, one of the hardest things, not only to get up on stage and do your skit, but also just to get up on stage and host the masquerade. And that's what was, nice segue, that was the job of our next 2 interviews right here. Check out the MCs of the masquerade, and they had a great time with it. So here, check it out.
I would say probably start out slow. Try doing some stand-up, anything that might be embarrassing. You'd be surprised at how many people, one of their deepest fears is speaking in front of other people. And once you conquer that fear, then things get a lot easier. I mean, very first year I hosted Anime Expo Cosplay, I must have had about 4,000 people, and I could see every single one of them. And the lights were hot, and I was nervous, and my mouth turned to cotton within 10 minutes. But I didn't let it show. You have to be able to go through that. So if you can go through that, you can conquer pretty much anything.
No. Really, more than anything, get experience on stage. Number one, when you have that many people in a stage audience in front of you, you have to get over any stage fright you have. A really good way to rehearse that, honestly, is stand-up. Stand-up comedy will vary pretty much anything. And just get your wit picked up there. So if you have like a local comedy club or something like that, it's good to have experience in that environment, being able to deal with hecklers and be fast on your feet type situation. Sometimes you have to stall and you have to waste fill time. So that's a really good thing. As far as actually getting involved with the convention masquerade, contact people that are involved in the masquerade organization, and you can say, hey, I'm interested in possibly hosting an event you have. Here's an example of some of the work I've done, and you can show them a reel of some of your stand-up or anything else you posted, or just have somebody set up a camera and pretend you're hosting an event. And give them an example that not only can you handle an audience, but you know how to handle fast-paced information and can conduct yourself well. Because that's the main thing. It's a family event. You can't go too blue. You have to make sure that it's enjoyable, and if it's dirty, it's subversive.
So yeah, so those were the Masquerade's MCs right there, giving advice on to young performers how exactly to get into doing the MCing of the Masquerade. So make sure you check that out. Now, if you want to know more about the Masquerade, make sure you check out our after show. We will have an episode dedicated to the AX09 Masquerade. The schedule will be on the bottom of the screen during the ending montage. So yeah, that is it for main events. And then one of the big things is cosplayers. That's another big thing that people come to these conventions for. I was actually sitting with a family while I was eating lunch, and I was talking to the mom saying that she likes to come to these conventions because of all the people that dressed up. And she couldn't tell if it was a boy or a girl, so she got into a trap. So, but basically from what people are telling me, it's growing each year. There are more and more people. The costumes are getting better and better. So, of course, you know, we had to interview the cosplayers here. So, I'm sure you're wondering, what was our question of the con? This time, it's quite it all depends on how you look at it. The question of the con was, if you had the chance to hook up with any anime character that you wanted to, who would it be and why? Some people took that hookup as a friends type of hookup. Others took it as basically took it as bam through the roof. You know what I mean. So here's what cosplayers thought.
Well, I'm playing the character I want to be because I've always had a girl crush on Vaughn, which is why I made him Vaughn. So that's my
Saber from Fate Stay Night. Right there.
Why?
She's just so awesome. Girl wearing all armor, kicks butt.
doesn't have to wear a bikini. She can dress nice and elegant, yet she still kicks ass. So.
Luffy from One Piece.
Why Luffy?
Because he is my hero. My apartment is a shrine to One Piece.
My favorite succubus Morrigan from Darkstalkers.
Why that?
Because I would let her devour my soul anytime.
That's a very hard question. That is very hard. Welcome all anime ladies.
Of course, that too. That too.
Anyone in particular?
Not really. A girl who can appreciate a good speedo.
Oh, hello.
Honestly, not really. No preference.
No preference?
Maybe Cammy from Street Fighter.
Oh, we all love Cammy.
Or Tifa.
We all love Cammy.
Cammy, those tights. Oh my god.
I have to be Tamaki because he's so cute and sexy.
Tamaki
from Orange, yes.
I'd have to choose Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop because he's badass.
Cirrus Victoria.
Why that?
From Helsing. Kind of self-explanatory.
Haname from Vampire Night, and good thing because my boyfriend's cosplaying as him, so it's pretty much a done deal.
That's kind of hard.
I got one. Kyon from Haruhi Suzumiya. Awesome. The schoolboy.
Yeah, I really don't know.
That's difficult. How about her?
I'm sorry?
Where's the hell are you going?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with her anime.
Well, ever since I was a little kid, I kind of always had a crush on Rei Ayanami from Evangelion. I don't know, clones are hot.
Kaiba, because he's rich. Okay.
I'm fine with Sakura.
Yay.
I would say Digimon from Digimon.
So just basically any Digimon.
Yeah, because I like monster characters, and they're easier to make for me.
Van Helsing, the police girl. I think she'd be a fun character to hook up with.
Oh, okay.
That's tough. Probably Yoko Karama from Yu Yu Hakusho. He's like one of my favorites.
Probably Zero from Vampire Night.
Why Zero?
He's so cute. I know that's probably like a typical answer, but he's awesome.
Link, I guess.
Lupin the Third. Because he's the coolest guy ever.
Can I hook up with Superman? I know it's not anime, but like, who wouldn't want to hook up with Superman? He can fly, he can shoot laser beams, he's really strong. Imagine how he'd be in bed.
Probably like to meet up with Yagami mostly because I want to steal his stuff. No, I've got one. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Probably. Jeez. I'm just gonna say Keiichi from Higurashi.
wish she was still alive.
And probably be Orihime from Bleach, because, you know, she's pretty. Yeah.
Oh, that is a hard one. I mean, video game character, I'd say Solid Snake.
There's a couple of them here, so.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, Street Fighter was made into an anime at one point, so I'll say Ken. That's a hard one. I'd have to go with my first love of Duo Maxwell from Gundam Wing.
Oh, geez. I'd probably have to say Asuka from Neon Genesis. Just because she's German, she's kind of a little bit strong, and a little bit intimidating, but I think she's, I think she's cool.
Come on, why not?
Okay, I guess that's enough of a reason.
I can't even pick right now. I just like have images flow through my head. I have
no idea.
Haruhi Suzumiya, she's the hotness.
Archer, because he's manly. Archer, Faith Day Night, manliest character ever. I don't know. What about you? Archer also? She agrees. Archer. Everyone. Yeah.
Probably I like Kamina from Gurren Lagann. Oh, manliness is too much for me.
Not as manly as Archer, sorry.
I'm battle scenes, Street Fighters. Because they like to fight. Oh, you know what? I think the Shredder would be so cool.
Soul Eater.
Why Soul Eater?
He's my soulmate.
Orihime, because she's just awesome from Bleach, so.
I'd probably do Kisame from Naruto.
Why that?
Because like water is my element, is my type of elemental. So like I pretty much like abilities that are based off from water and ice. So like yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Any idea, or are you just
Any crazy genius.
crazy genius?
I like the smart guys.
Let's see. I'm not too sure. I never really thought of that. I think Yuffie's pretty good.
Yuffie?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Let's just say, could it be an RPG?
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe Vincent, because he's scary and dark. Vincent Valentine from Final Fantasy VII.
Belle Dandy because she's sweet and kind. She's like the perfect girlfriend. Sailor Moon, I guess. I don't know.
Sailor Moon? Any particular reason why Sailor Moon?
No, I just, it's the only one I can remember.
I think it'd be Princess Zelda.
Why Zelda?
She's hot. And I'm a Zelda fan too. So.
I really don't know.
And just how about any character in general?
I don't know.
Probably Tifa. Be nice.
Why Tifa?
Well, it's hot, man.
It would have to be Zelda.
Why Zelda?
She's cute.
My favorite anime was Cowboy Bebop. That's my number one. What's her name? Faye. Dude, Faye, man.
Why?
Oh, she's hot, and she can fight. She can gamble, She's like a dude with boobs.
Get off the pages for a little bit. If you had the chance to hook up with any character that you want.
To what?
To hook up with any character.
Oh my goodness. What does that mean?
Well, you know.
To date?
You can say, we'll say 2 days.
Okay.
Be in line.
Well, Prince Eric, of course. Because he's my husband.
Ichimaru Gin from Bleach.
Why?
Because there hasn't been anything about him, and I don't know anything about him, so it'd kind of be nice to see what he would be like and why they chose to cosplay as him.
A lot of anime characters have some social problems, so I don't know. They usually have some sort of issue. I don't know. It's a really hard decision. Maybe Lupin the Third. He could steal me stuff. Sailor Moon.
Who would you hook up on?
Sailor Moon.
You know what? It doesn't even have to be sci-fi because Megan Fox is pound for pound hottest girl in the world.
I have to agree. Megan Fox. Woo!
But yeah.
So I didn't really need it. But I know
Does my boyfriend count?
Hey.
We'll say hard.
No. First,
Hatoge. He's not an anime character. Well, you know what? I'll be in character. Alto Salto Me.
I can't think of any, man. Maybe Naruto. Naruto-san.
A little much there. Now,
Check out that right there. Check out that right there. My head's covering. My head is covering that right there. So, yeah, we'll just leave that there. So, that is what people answers were. Now, me personally, it's a tough one. Riku from Kingdom Hearts is one of them, only because I saw a really hot girl cosplay at Otakon one time. I'm trying to think of somebody who, more like I think I'm going to go with the answer that I know a lot of my friends are not going to deny. It's Mikado. I'm not going to lie. I think just besides the big boobs aspect, she's actually like a sweet, innocent girl. She's a cute girl. And she just seems like, just someone who needs just a hug once in a while. And I like girls like that. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, so that's basically Mikado. I would go for that. So give me a call. Anywho, moving along, we're gonna be handing out the cosplay awards during the Road to Otakon, the after show. Make sure you check that out. Once again, the schedule is right underneath. We'll be playing right on the bottom of the screen during the final montage. Now, we're coming up on our final parts right here, and that's obviously some final thoughts on the convention. Personally, LA is a totally different story. AX, to me personally, I felt like it should have been more extravagant. From what I've heard, it's AX is usually a big convention. Obviously, in people size, it's huge, and it's the energy, it's the fans that what makes it a convention. But in terms of the convention presenting itself, I don't know, maybe it's extravagance. That could have been I felt like it should have been there. It should have been over the top. It wasn't what necessarily when you think of Hollywood, you think of stars, you think of bright lights, you think of paparazzi, you think of the Lakers, you know what I mean, but not really the Lakers, but it's usually, I think it's like the glitz and the glamour of Hollywood is what might attract some people here to LA or to Hollywood, and I just didn't see it at this year's convention. I'm not trying to say it was plain, I'm not trying to say it was boring. I had a great time here, I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun here at AX, and it's a long trip, I'll tell you that right now. 4 days, I will tell you right now, it does kick you in the ass. So, you thought a 3-day convention was tough, 4 days is just as bad. So, but yeah, that's but overall, I think like it's a good convention. I thought it would be, I thought it would just be more extravagant. I thought it would be more over the top, because it's the top it's the highest attended anime and manga convention in the country, and I think they needed to show that. So, but I think obviously with this year, there's all the things that are going on. They were a little bit more limited than what they usually can have. So, so yeah. But that said, with that said, I'm gonna give it a rating. If you like big conventions, this is a 9. If you prefer a smaller convention, this is a 4. So I have to, I would go with a 7 maybe. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna make this trip all the way out here from New York for nothing, but it's like, I think what made it a lot more, like, I'll give this 7.5 because that 0.5 is what, I'll give it to them because of the fans, because of the people that come to this convention, the energy that they give, the atmosphere that they give. That is what made the convention better. 7 in terms of like convention planning themselves into an area just like this, but also they were unexpectedly some things happened, such as the Michael Jackson funeral that's happening next door at the Staples Center, and so they weren't really planning on that. So it's a lot. There were a lot of things that you have to. There are a lot of factors that AX really couldn't help, but they did the best that they could in a sticky situation, and I think they did a fairly good job. So a 7.5 for this convention right here. In terms of coming back, I need a really good reason to come back here. I'm not gonna lie. It's I'll tell you this right now. It's a long plane ride from New York to LA. It's a long one. If I do come back, it's gonna probably be with friends. I've made this trek alone because originally it was supposed to be me, John, and Chris, or Pirate Chris, and they just couldn't afford it. They just didn't have the money. So yeah, basically that was it's a long trek out here. So if I do come next time, it will be with friends. Although I have met a lot of people here, a lot of people that they're awesome. You know, thank you for subscribing to my videos. Thank you for coming up to the street, saying hey to me. Just, you know, thank you guys. That's all I have to say is thank you guys for watching. But we'll see. Maybe if you guys come up to the East Coast, we'll hook up and we'll not that hook up, you know what I mean? We'll chill, we'll hang out and all that great stuff. So make sure you make your way towards the East Coast. So, but yeah, 7.5 right there. Now, if you want to see the top 5 moments from AX, as told from my eyes, make sure you tune in once again to the after show. It will probably be Wednesday. It will probably be next Wednesday, right before our preview to Otakon 2009. And speaking of which, I just spoiled it for you right there. And the next time you'll see the fans POV, I was gonna have a trailer playing. However, I don't have one made. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't made one. So we're gonna save that for the next convention after Otakon. So obviously the big one, our next convention, the fans POV will be at, is at Otakon 2009 in Baltimore, Maryland. It would be myself, Chris C. Lawler, Matthew Kramer, and John Inglia. We will be reporting to you from the Baltimore Convention Center and all the other places that Otakon's going to be using to basically cover that huge convention. The coverage will start next Thursday with a preview from myself, Chrissy, and Matt, and then we'll have daily updates throughout the weekend, and then Monday we have a post-con wrap-up show. So make sure you tune in for that. And then also other programming details coming up tomorrow. The fans POV, the City of Angels, where I go around and basically be a tourist while I was here in LA, record some of the things that were going on around here, and basically show you a good time here at Los Angeles. And also, make sure you choose a punishment dance for either me or Chrissy. Click the link on the side. You can either choose the Yan Yan dance or Karma dancing. I don't know. We'll see. Whoever wins that one, your choice of dance will be revealed on Thursday during the, on Friday during the Day 1 update of Otakon 2009, and then the loser will do the dance during the fans POV Otakon 2009 on that Monday. So make sure you check that out. All right. I am Ernie Liu. Thank you very much for watching. I will say you so long from Los Angeles, California. And to end it off, we have we have the theme song to AX09. That is 3-2-1 Breakout, performed by Morning Musume. And, you know, here's some of the clips and the highlights of it. All right, I will talk to you all later.